You know, somebody breaks in your house in Santa Rosa County and you shoot and kill them, the chances of them reoffending after that are zero, and we like those odds.
We like it when you shoot and kill somebody who breaks into your home. On Fox News, that was Florida Sheriff Bob Johnson doubling down on this.
If somebody's breaking in your house, you're more than welcome to shoot them in Santa Rosa County. We prefer that you do, actually.
We prefer that you shoot them. And at this news conference, the sheriff was disappointed the intruder, pictured there in orange, survived.
Of course, he didn't get hit, and now we have to pay for him, so.
Sheriff Johnson urged the homeowner to improve their aim.
So whoever that was, you're not in trouble. Come see us. We have a gun safety class we put on every other Saturday, and if you take that, you'll shoot a lot better, and hopefully you'll save the taxpayers money. So.
Again, saving money by killing intruders instead of allowing them to live, get arrested, and go to jail if they're a criminal. Good grief. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. Let's be clear. Encouraging citizens to use deadly force without giving it a second thought is beyond disturbing. It will cause needless death, and it may inflame racial tensions. Many of us know parents out there who have teenagers who may, on occasion, sneak out of their home late at night and then sneak back into their home. Well, imagine a teenager who asks his or her friend to come over and sneak into the house. Kids make mistakes, but now some self-proclaimed grown-up who's listening to good old Sheriff Bob Johnson decides to shoot first and ask questions later. And that person ends up shooting a kid, possibly their own. Oh, and now imagine the hypothetical teenage friend sneaking into the house is black or Hispanic or just looks different from the family who lives there. Countless studies have shown that implicit bias can cause unfounded racial animosity. In other words, the white parent who fears black people is more likely to open fire on a black teenager entering their home than if that unknown teenager is white. And yet in Santa Rosa County, Florida, you have the top cop in uniform telling people that law enforcement prefers for you to shoot. And that comment is going to land on people who already act in a fashion that is related to bias instead of common sense. More often than not, somebody who is entering your house is not an imminent threat. But thanks to a sheriff saying, go ahead and shoot, we encourage, and you will save the taxpayers money, whatever fears or bias exists has now been weaponized and deputized. Now, I can hear some of you saying, well, what about Florida's Stand Your Ground law? Well, it is true that the state's Stand Your Ground law already lets people use deadly force to prevent a forcible felony, including a home invasion, and the intruder doesn't need to be armed with a weapon. Under the law, someone can use deadly force to defend their property, even when the intruder is not carrying a gun. I don't agree with the law, but that's what it is. But do we really want police and sheriffs to be encouraging homeowners to test out the law even more and take matters into their own hands? And in Florida? To be fair, most Florida residents are reasonable and are not the crazy folks who seem to pop up all the time in the news. But those already unhinged residents of Florida are the ones who cannot be trusted. And now Sheriff Johnson is encouraging them to act like it's the Wild West. No thanks. If Sheriff Johnson is really concerned about saving taxpayers' money, let's start by defunding him. Any law enforcement leader who delights in encouraging death is unfit to serve and doesn't deserve a dime.